I'm going to draw stuff real easy today. I'm going to show you how to draw a chess queen. This top bit looks a bit tricky, doesn't it? Now, when you put a chess piece down onto a square, this is circular. It's a round circle and it goes down into a square. But when we look at it from the side, you tilt that, your view, and the square becomes like a trapezium or a rhombus or something like that, a rectangle, and the circle becomes an ellipse or an oval. So I'm going to start by drawing a square to put our queen in. And if you draw kind of a triangle, this is going to be the vanishing point, and that will be the horizon line. So we can draw a square in perspective like that. And the base of the queen is going to go in that square, except it's going to be at an angle, so it's going to be an oval or an ellipse, preferably an ellipse. I think an oval is kind of quite more sort of squarish with the ends cut off, whereas an ellipse is kind of like a circle, but it has 2 points of focus. Like we have got a kind of a little ridge going up there, and that will come around at the front, and then we have, and that's kind of going in as well, and then we have it coming around the corner here, and then that's going to come sort of up like that. I think in fact can probably come up a little bit tighter, I think up to about there, where there's going to be this kind of base plinth kind of area, and then this sort of shaft is going to come up from about there, and we can take that sort of coming up to about there, and then we got this very wide kind of skirt coming around there. So I'm going to kind of imagine this plate balancing on the top like that, and then the top of the queen's head is going to be starting about like that, and it comes in like that, and then it comes straight up, and then we got this little kind of nubbin around, a little ring around there, and then this is kind of curving outwards like that to this really complicated part here. So let's assume there's kind of an ellipse around the top there, and we're going to take like a point there. I'm going to do a curve there, and then a slightly shorter one, and then something tiny, and then a shorter curve, and then that's going to kind of go over there. So we've got this kind of weird thing going on. And so that's going to come into the background, and then we want this little dome with a little and a nubbin queen's pom-pom on the top there like that. So this is going to be the point nearest to us, I think, that we need to start off with. So basically all these chess pieces start off at the top, and then that's going to kind of come around there, but just dot that around that part there, and then I'm just going to draw, sort of half draw these curves in like that, and bring that down to there, that down to there, and curve around like that, and I think we need to get one more little curve around there, down on each side, and then you want that curve, that will come into that curve down there, and then this needs to come around like that, and then we can draw this sort of shaft on the inside underneath there, and we would join that together with a curve as well. Lots of joining together with curves. That's going to come around here, down, and into a curve again, which will come along there. So this will be kind of coming around there, and then we want this bottom bit coming up there, and again we want that bit like that. So let's draw the rest of the square in as well. And then when you are sure that the ink is absolutely dry, you can erase all those pencil lines. I am going to put quite a lot of shade in underneath here, like that, and down to there, maybe a little bit around there, and a bit around there, and I think I'm going to put a little bit kind of around like that too, and we're going to want some quite sharp shadow underneath there. And let's see what's going on up here as well. Have a bit of shadow there, and certainly some shadow underneath there. And I think these kind of curves are going to create a bit of shadow in there, like that. And down here we're going to put a little bit of shadow there, and I'm going to put some shadow on that kind of curve around there as well. And then we're going to want some coming around there and there, and I think we could put a bit of shadow in underneath here. Oh, wait a minute, I think we might actually put some along there as well. And then finally, to anchor the queen into her square, we're going to put some shadow on the ground to kind of put her in her place. And there you go, how to draw a queen real easy.